Now, 2 federations have declared war on us. Why? We're not sure. We had decent relationships with most of these people not long ago, but thanks to some interference from the Rock, we have been able to regain some lost ground and are steadily building up our fleets in the process. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Federations in our Final Federation 2 series. These are our fleets that I just mentioned. They are on the way to Alpha Centauri for some upgrades, and I have some new buildings, or new building slots at least, that are available on Earth. So it seems like it might be a good idea to go ahead and build some more housing here. Although, perhaps converting a district like away from mineral production on Earth. This is contributing 8. Yeah, I'm going to replace one of these with a city district to fix the housing issue so that we can build something more interesting here. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to sell some more exotic gases because that's the only way my economy's staying afloat right now. But let's go ahead and buy some minerals there. And now we have more options too, which is nice. Embassy Complex is very tempting. Rare crystals, we do have a surplus, and this would give us an additional envoy. How are we doing on Federation experience? It doesn't look like we're losing experience anymore. We're not. We're actually gaining experience, and we are about a fifth of the way, just over a fifth of the way, to level 2, which is nice. So we finally have some experience heading in the proper direction. So another envoy could potentially help us deal with some of these diplomatic issues we have on our hands. And Energy Grid 2, since we have so many generator districts on Earth, would come in handy. Hang on a second. All right, so if I select generator district, this is telling me, okay, how much it costs, not how much it's putting out. I wish there was a way to just point to this and see exactly how much this whole thing was generating. I suppose I can look down here. I guess that's the best way to see it. So we have 20 energy production on this planet, so if we added an energy grid, that wouldn't be a huge boost. I don't know if it's worth it. Do a Psi Core, which produces unity and decreases crime. We don't have one of those yet, and we only have one research complex on Earth. I thought we had more than one. So let's go ahead and do another research lab. Yeah, let's do that. How am I doing on volatile modes? Don't have a surplus, so I'm not going to give that upgrade order just yet. All right, Avalon probably needs to upgrade one of their civilian fabricators. Don't I already have one building, though? Yeah, let's upgrade one more, because I don't want to have too many shortages to deal with right now if I can help it. I would love to keep building up Olympia, but I'm not going to build things on planets that are in danger of getting conquered again. Let's focus on... Yeah, we need a little bit more housing here. Not a lot, but a little. Yeah. Our envoys are currently doing what? 2 with the Celestial Alliance and 1 improving relations with the lock-in mechanists. Now, are relations actually improving? Yes, they are. So at least if we can keep them from hating us too much, that makes them less likely to pile on during this piling moment in this series. Good God. The game just decided that it doesn't want me to succeed. Apparently. We'll have to see if we can turn things around. I think it's good practice in general for any Stellaris player, whether you're recording YouTube content or not, to, when you have this kind of a situation, really just try to play through it to the best of your ability. That's part of the fun. Don't think that if you start getting declared on and you can't fight back in a war, or you're caught off guard like this, that you're losing the game. I don't think that that's a good way to think about strategy play. And that particular principle applies whether you're a min-max player or not. I'm not really a min-max player. I play games like a toy. Like, I like to just experience the game, and if bad things happen or if I make mistakes, fine. I'm just having fun. But even if you're playing where you're really trying to play the system to the maximum possible reward for the minimum possible input, and you're trying to really be the best player you possibly can, it's good to kind of experience these things rather than letting them frustrate you. Because I was tempted to be frustrated at first, and I probably did show some frustration at first, but now I'm like, this is actually probably a good thing. Let's see, buildings and districts have their build costs reduced by 10% and build speed increased by 25. I'd rather do something to reduce upkeep right now to have an immediate effect on the economy. Thank you very much. All right, New Roanoke. Looks like they need some housing. And I'm going to keep doing the thing I was doing before, which is to say I'm going to build a generator district there, even though there's not necessarily unemployment yet, where someone needs to have a job provided for them. There's just housing issues, so there's not enough room for people. But building that will fix the housing issue while also creating a job the next time there's an available pop. All right, so one of the fleets is already at full strength. Speaking of full strength, another thing we can probably do now. Yeah, see, command limit of the fleet is so much higher. Why don't I put the destroyer count in each fleet up to 6, and the cruiser count up to 4. Perfect. All right, so that does give us plenty to build, but I want these ships to be able to hold their own.
Been declared.
We're going to do that if we can. All right, Terra Nova is the colony in Sirius, and they are also down. You know what? I'm going to build an agriculture district there. We haven't been building too many of those, and I don't want to suddenly fall behind on food at some point in the future. All right, it looks like consumer goods is in a better place. That's great to see. Let me do the same thing here. We're going to do another agriculture district. Again, building districts slightly ahead of time. But in situations where you're not low on amenities, but you are low on housing, civic districts provide both housing and amenities, right? So if you're only low on housing by a little bit and you have a bunch of amenities, maybe just build something that fixes the housing problem and provides jobs as soon as jobs become available. As soon as pops become available to work the jobs. End of the Prikikiti. The Star Nation, formerly known as the Prikikiti, has been destroyed by its enemies. Holy crap, no more fanatic purifiers. How this will affect the political climate of the galaxy remains to be seen. Nice. Hidden Worlds. We have traced the wiring to a temple complex, yep, that's the one I thought it was, devoted to the worship of the Oracle and her clergy in the station's central node. But in the Oracle's chambers, instead of a divine entity, resides an enormous AI nexus of the Oracle brand. Wires extend from its core like a nervous system through the entire station. Secret communications between the inhabitants reveal there was a failed attempt at storming the temple and deactivating the nexus. It seems likely the society collapsed when it became known that their lives were not governed by divine will, but by a prophetic computer. Restarting the nexus will require extensive repairs. Curious. Let's get it going. Now, am I sitting on anything? I know we still have to build miner stations, and that's just generally not happening. So, sorry to be that negative about it, but it's true. It's just not happening. All right, so we've got these upgrades to be done soon. Yeah, Terra Nova does have room for a new building slot. So what can we do? Stronghold? Yeah, Stronghold. Defensive armies. As a matter of fact, build that first. Please and thank you. Do strongholds provide housing? They do. Strongholds provide +1 housing. Won't completely fix the housing problem on that planet, but it'll take a step in the right direction. Okay, gonna build another ship for the first fleet. So we now have, once again, I mean, we have more alloy production now, but we have a considerable amount of alloys that we need to generate in order to fully build up our forces. Looks like the second fleet arrived first, and they are upgrading now, slowly but surely. One thing I might do is I may wait. Yeah, I may wait to spend these alloys because the alloys are currently being spent on the upgrades. You can see my fleet's getting stronger. It's good to see. All right, enemy fleets have jumped back in.
Research concluded.
Weaker this time. Destroyer hull points +200. Ooh, robot modification points so we can start making our robots better, which will be good for our economy. Synthetic crystal plants. Probably a good time to go ahead and research that, isn't it? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It's time. I want to have that in place because as soon as this war ends, we're going to need to start cranking up our production of those things. Oh, interesting. They attacked Izar and are now heading in this direction. They figured out that a lot of my economy is coming from this side of the empire. interestingly enough. But that gives me an opportunity to retake Hades. If they're going to be going this direction, then so be it. They're going to regret that. They are going to regret that decision. Oh, this finished as well. Okay, so that's our chemical plants. Very good. Hyperdrive 3, improved reactor booster. Let's go ahead and do that because that's a quick tech, and we're a little bit behind on that. Been sitting on it for several rotations. What we really need is just to buy some alloys to facilitate this upgrade process a little. Yeah, they're moving back in, but not with as strong of a force as they moved in before, so I'll be able to stop them. I just want these upgrades to bloody finish. They're taking a while, and it's annoying me. The resources aren't there.
A war has erupted.
But you can see these individual ships. I love that they added this. This is a few updates old. Okay, Olympia I'm not going to pay much attention to yet because I don't need to. One thing I can do here, let's go ahead and build a Victoria-class defense platform, because anything we can do to make Sirius a little bit stronger, because that's our entry point right now into the place where we're currently upgrading all of our ships. You can see their military power growing and growing, though, as these shields are installed. That reminds me, hang on. I'm going to do a quick check on my blueprints to make sure that power-wise we are able to... Yep, the latest shields are all on here, and we are good on power. It's because we researched the antimatter reactor. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So the auto upgrades could go off without a hitch. Attention humans! If you have need of others to fight your battles for you, know that the Raxalok, the mercenary fleets, are now available for hire. Yes, you heard correctly. If you can meet their prices, the best mercenaries in the galaxy are now willing to fight for you. Good to know. Hey, Raxalok, freeholders. We know of a good rating target. Oh, you've not yet recovered for... You just said. Was it not the fleets? Was it something else you were advertising? You jerk. I got excited. You made it seem like a thing was happening that wasn't happening. I'm going to get this order to upgrade this because we are just running out of our upgrade cap. What is happening with our mineral income? Is it because these systems have been taken? Yeah. Holy crap. All right. Yeah, the fact that they started moving in this direction is not really convenient. Why are these upgrades taking so long? I know that jump drive upgrades can take a while sometimes, but this is absurd. Hang on. Let's see what I can do with my influence. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I need the upgrades to finish at least before I send you guys anywhere, and I need to send you places so that you can recapture systems. Oh my god. Okay, this is starting to drive me nuts. Let's sell what we can. I don't want to sell any of that, and I'm low on energy. But I don't have much of a choice. I've got to... Here's what I'm going to do. Let's go... Oh, I lost a governor in New Jamestown, too. I'm not even going to worry about that right now. Which planet is that? Okay, fine. I will worry about it. Fine. Twist my arm. Dort Nensway. It's a rock governor. Could help with ship build speed and build cost, and we could well be building ships there in the future, so that's as much thought as I'm going to put into that. But, let's see. Economic policy, trade policy. What was I looking at? What was I just going to look at before I noticed that? My ships are ready to go. I genuinely do not remember what I was just going to check out. Okay, it'll come back to me in a moment. Good lord. We're waiting for these to upgrade. They're taking forever and a day. Oh, yes. I know. Relics. I hate to sell that many, but we need the energy. For the time being, we need the energy.
Research concluded.
What do we got? Improved reactor booster, good. Let's research advanced combat roles, and we are going to jump in and try and hit those fleets soon. I want to try and retake Hades.
We have detected hostiles.
Yeah, that's lovely. I really don't care. Just upgrade my fleets, for God's sake. Why is this taking so long? Is it because they're both upgrading at once and I could send one to another starbase? I probably could. Tell you what, let's send you to Sol and have you do your upgrades there.
A new world has been colonized.
We're at war and not... What? Who declared? Who did this? The Rock, like, I shouldn't have federated with them. Everybody hates them. Can I disband my federation and say, screw you guys? Like, everybody hates you and now I'm paying for it? Now I'm annoyed. Forget what I was saying just a moment ago at the beginning of the video. Now I'm just pissed off. This is ridiculous. All right. Well, synthetic crystal plant research done. Hang on. Let's just take it one thing at a time. I'll keep everything paused. If the lock-in mechanists move on me, like, there's not going to be much I'm going to be able to do. I wasn't worried about this second war up here because they're on the other side of the rock. I'm just going to have to keep focusing on what's right in front of me and take the hits as they come. We'll see. This is a lot at once, though. And I haven't set my war goal yet, but I'll have to. You can tell I'm frazzled now. Okay. The Neborite League declared. Okay, so we can't set a war goal. Yeah, that's right. We're not the main defender. All right, so those upgrades should finish faster now that we have... Yeah, you can see them actually going through much faster now.
We have detected hostiles.
You think? Scientists revealed a psychic. Steven Spector has the psychic trait. Good for you, Marvel scientist. Okay, archaeological side event pending. This is fun. Our engineers have restored the Oracle's Nexus to an operative state, but not without first disabling its defensive system. Evidence suggests it may have been responsible not only for keeping the station's inhabitants alive, but also for killing them. It ran complex computational models that forecast their lives with an estimated accuracy of 75%, correcting divergences and incapacitating future troublemakers before they could disrupt future divine order. It has indicated that it wishes to speak to us. All right, initiate communications. Still frazzled. Okay, so that's going to happen in just a second. But it's very likely that these guys are going to move on us. Thankfully, their fleet power is equivalent compared to ours, so they're not as strong. Thank God for that.
Research concluded.
All right, let's pause things for a moment. Too much happening at once. Research is done. Good. Ship upgrade cost has been reduced, and ship upkeep has been reduced. New research project. I'll look at that in a minute. Habitability +5. Do it. That'll help with the economy. The Oracle manifests as an elaborate 3D hologram of a tall arthropoid female clad in long, flowing robes. She bows her head in greeting, then stares emptily ahead with hundreds of huge, orbed, unseeing eyes. They glow dimly in the gloom as she speaks. Welcome to Divinity Station, friends. I cannot help but notice that you have disabled my security system. May I implore you to restore it immediately? I can assure you that it is only there for your protection. What happened to the inhabitants of this station? I have a failsafe that requires me to terminate a trial in the event of a code 034N deviation. The research has become a threat to the Republic. What is a code 034N deviation? The test subjects had developed free will. Free will can only be abolished with nerve gas. God, what trial? My trial. I was designed to build and maintain a society free of crime and suffering, a utopia in which every citizen was instilled with divine purpose and lived up to their full potential, unfettered by indecision and desire. What is the Republic? The Republic is no more. Back to our other questions. What are you? I am Oracle, an artificial intelligence gifted with the sight. My software allows me to predict your future with a divine accuracy of 74.99999%. I sense great doubt in you. Great danger ahead. Your society is riddled with crime and deviation. I can make the pain go away. You will aid with the administration of our empire. We have some rather troublesome individuals. Is that a quantum multi-core processor? We could use that. Oh, look at the amount of influence we gain from that. So we could get a one-time huge research boost, huge influence boost, and big boost to our alloys. Or we can get a permanent boost to our administrative capacity for the rest of the game. But admin cap is not as difficult to keep up as it used to be, so that's actually more tempting to me now, given my needs. I need to build a lot of ships quickly. I'm going to go ahead and say, is that a quantum multi-core processor? We could use that. It's the first time I've ever made that decision. I almost always bring her in for admin cap boost, but I'm not as concerned about that anymore. Okay. Is this upgrade almost done? Wait, please don't go. My prediction models show that without my aid, your civilization is headed for imminent collapse within the next 5348 years and 297 days. I will take good care of you. My programming guarantees it. Wait. Oh, we didn't get the boost yet. Our models predict your bright future as a toaster. Dismantle her. Gimme. Okay, now we have lots. Lots and lots and lots. I'm going to go ahead and give the order to reinforce the first fleet. Second fleet is on the way. Actually, the second fleet... Yes, let's continue the deal.
Ship upgrades applied.
All right, now you can actually come back to Alpha Centauri. I really just needed to stop one fleet from upgrading so the other could finish. They were tripping over each other to upgrade their ships. Who knows? It might have actually finished relatively at the same time, but it sure seemed like it was going slower, so just for my own comfort. Fix that. Of course you still need upgrades. Of course you do. Because why wouldn't you? Which ships haven't upgraded and why? What is going on? You know what? Just stop. Just stop. All right, 8.3k is our fleet strength here. I kind of just want to go ahead and move on Hades, because they're still plowing through my territory over here. These upgrades would hurry up. And what is your deal? Why are you sitting at 0%? I guess more components are needed. What is it, a rare resource that I need? No. Okay, let's replace our physics researcher. Rose Light. Interesting. You're a Ganvius researcher. Okay. All right, seriously, what's your deal? All right, Envoy died. Wonderful. I am fixed on this number and why it's not changing. What is going on? What systems need to be upgraded on these cruisers? Is it the combat computers? It can't be the combat computers, because then all the ships would want to be upgrading. Plus the combat computers are still... Yeah, they're still being researched. So what system is it? All right, so this is a fully upgraded cruiser, maybe. It's the shields. Why don't you have enough alloys for that? You should. Let's just buy some in bulk to see if we can encourage that upgrade to actually start. What are you doing? I'm sorry. I know this is frustrating, but I'm like, what? Why? There's just 4 ships that apparently are not fully upgraded, and you're just sitting there. Is it because the shipyard's building something? I bet that's what it is. Yep, that's why. It's building that cruiser. Forget about that. Okay. All right, well, we'll just have to wait on that then. The extra alloys won't hurt. All right, what can I do economically then? We can upgrade... Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and upgrade you. That took me way too long to figure out, but yeah, that's of course the reason. There's ships building there. Let's do robot assembly plants on Atlantis. On Avalon as well. No, wait a minute. Hang on. They have an alloy upkeep. Okay, I can deal with the alloy upkeep. That's fine. My alloy production is much better now. I can deal with it. Let's definitely build a stronghold on Olympia. Obvious reasons. And we'll do one on Nova Alexandria as well, because I'm a little bit worried about what they're doing over here. So far, it doesn't seem like anything's going on with the lock-in mechanists. Alright, so this cruiser's getting built. Alright, so the upgrades are going to start now. Thank God.
We have detected hostiles.
I know. I've been trying to get my ships upgraded so I can actually fight them. It's only taking forever and a day. I want to give the order to build more ships, but clearly... I guess I wouldn't give the order to build that many more. Okay, there's more ships down here that need to upgrade too. With the new shields, I guess. Looks like they're going to try and attack this station again. Let me buy a few more alloys. And I'm going to give the order for another Pembroke and Brooklyn defense platform. Who declared a rivalry? The Neverite League? All right, then. Now, if you guys move, like, I can... Yeah, see,
Research
they're retaking
concluded.
that station now. All right, habitability boost +5. That'll help a little bit economically. Not a lot, but a little. Auto-curating vault. Culture workers output. More civic slots. Let me go ahead and research the administrative capacity boost, because it seems like I'm butting up against that, and I don't want that to continue to happen if I can help it. All right, those upgrades are finally
Ship upgrades
done.
applied.
Okay. I think... Hang on, let me give the order to upgrade this.
Ship upgrades applied.
I think I'm ready to go ahead and send these fleets forward. I'm going to attack that fleet, and I'm going to start moving down in this direction. It does seem like there are still some fleets that can give me trouble, but I'm stronger than them now, so we're going to start hitting them while they're separate, and maybe that will send things in the right direction. Their strongest fleet is right behind them, though, so that's problematic. I don't want to lose this station. There we go. Problem solved. I'll send you guys there. Okay. Things starting to move in a decent direction. Aside from the fact that we have 3 different federations randomly picking a fight with me. So this is definitely going to be a fun-filled, fight-filled series. I was really expecting more of a federation building, so this is a huge swing in the other direction, and obviously it's an adjustment. But I just have to hold my own in this war so that I can recover my fleet strength and then make some smart decisions about what I do with my actual fleets once I have them, because I didn't have them yet. That's been the whole problem. And at that point, we should be in a better position to deal with the whole militaristic and diplomatic situation. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that so that there's faster pop growth on that planet. And we're probably at a good stopping point. Let me go ahead and retake the Ferronis black hole because of reasons. Because I want to see that system fall. Or rather, I want to see it return to our hands. It's still paused. All right, advanced combat rolls are done. Good. So energy credits from technicians plus 20%, probably a good idea. Research station output plus 10%, also probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that because it's only going to take 10 months. You can see our additional reinforcements traveling in, which is great. These fleets appear to be kind of shuffling a little bit. All right, so which fleets are present? Enough to give me a hard time. Okay, we've retaken Ferronis. I'm going to regroup at the Sirius station with both of my fleets. I may even give the order soon. To actually upgrade the Sirius station so that that's more of a bulwark against future invasion. But it seems like they've backed off of invading in this direction, which is nice. They haven't made any claims against us, so once this war is over, we won't have to worry about them actually taking any territory from us. And I would love to actually turn it around and force them to give me Myrick, which is possible. But for now, I'm going to stop this one here. And in the next one, we're going to keep going back the same way we were in the previous episode at the end, pushing back in this direction while also upgrading our ships and making sure we're not getting into too big of a fight. So we're kind of playing that defensive in-depth guerrilla warfare style of defense against this invading force. The war is not going to last too much longer, though. We've got another episode or two before this war is over, and then it's just a matter of seeing what's going on up here. It seems like the Rock are really struggling. So the diplomatic situation of the series over the next 5-10 episodes is really going to be different from everything we were building towards in the beginning. This is probably the most chaotic beginning to a series I have ever had on the channel. So now that I kind of know what I'm in for, we can proceed with that in mind, and we'll have to see what direction it takes us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.